It's a great day for a walk. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Let's look around at our surroundings first and then get started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are walking. Today is a wet day, which is good because we have not had rain in a while, so walking in the rain might be on the docket for today. But before we start, I wanted to talk about something that was on my heart this morning. And it's called breaking generational curses. My heart really cried out for our children, just children all over the world. You know, none of us asked to come into this world. We all came into this world as babies. And we were automatically set in position with a mother. And there was a dad involved, and maybe he's still involved, maybe he's not. Or maybe the mom's not involved, but the dad is. You know, we didn't get to choose. We were just set into that environment. And there are lots of wonderful environments where children grow up and they have great stories to tell about their family. And that is a blessing. That is something to always be thankful and grateful for. My boys always talk about their home life and how they enjoyed growing up and things they did, and that makes us as mom and dad feel very good that they are thankful, they are grateful for their life, especially now that they are young men and they see a lot of things happening in our world now that they are out there working in it, living in it. You know, you get a different perspective when you're older than when you are younger. When you're younger, you think everybody lives like this. But then there are those families that maybe it's I grew up in a single parent household. My mom was wonderful. She provided for us. She worked a lot. She had to. She had people in place to take care of us when she was not at home. She made sure there was food on the table. Mom always made sure we had our baths. And she was one of those moms that believed in Vaseline. She would oil us down, made sure we weren't ashy. Just, that's one thing I really remember. She would take care of us, make sure our hair was done. My brother make sure his hair and everything was taken. He just loved on us, made sure we went to the Woolworths and all the places of old and had nice clothes and birthday parties and just things we will never, ever forget. But then there are those children that are in single parent households and maybe even a dad in the house. And they may be abused in all kinds of ways. And one of the worst ways is verbally. I mean, there's other worse ways as well. But verbal abuse is one of those things that really stick with a child. And my heart goes out to them. I see it happening a lot, you know, where a child is cursed out like they are a grown-up. And I look at the parent and I think that happened to them. You know that old saying, hurt people hurt people? That now parent probably was cursed out and all kinds of abuse. When you see stuff like that and you spend time in your quiet time, you start looking at them the way Jesus looks at them instead of being critical. It's easy to be critical. Oh my gosh, it's so easy to be critical. Why would they do that to that child? You know, some people just didn't have the upbringing like you did, like I did. They had a very disastrous, some of them had a disastrous child upbringing. And because of it, they're looking for love somewhere. And most of the time they end up getting pregnant at a young age and then having children and treating their children the exact same way. So what I'm saying, what I'm encouraging us to do is to, when we see those young children with young children, pray for them. Let them know in some kind of way, with a smile, maybe pay for their lunch, maybe compliment their little kids and say how cute, oh, she is so cute, or whatever. Let them know that we see them. We see them. We love them. We're praying for them. We may not say, oh, I'm praying for you. Because some of them, what you praying for me about? You don't know me. You know, maybe not. But just let them see your actions. Like I say, a smile, you know, whatever, something. And you deliberately pray for them. And so we have to pray for those to break those generational curses, because that's what it is. It's a generational curse. This is how they were brought up. This is how their children are brought up. This is how it's just down the line. And I knew of a person whose mom and dad didn't want a son. They wanted a daughter, but they got a son. And he was never told that he was loved. I love you, never hugged, no kissing, no, none of that. There's a lot of beating the behind though. A lot of talking negatively about them. So you can't expect them to not feel like whatever they do is not going to pan out. But see, even in that situation, the Lord had people in that person's life to pick up the pieces. God is so good. He's not going to make us do anything. Just remember that. A lot of times, well, why would God do that? Well, first of all, He's given all of us choices. He's given your mom, your dad choices. He's given you choices. So the choices have been made. And so when the parent does what they do to the child, there's always a ram in the bush. And I say that because that's talked about in Genesis, where there was a ram in the bush. I'm just saying there was help along the way. And this person talks about how he was helped with this person showing him things, this person loving on him. God works in mysterious ways. That's all I can say. So you might be that light for a child who is very despondent, very shy, very quiet, very off to himself. you might be a light to him. I remember one time listening to Charles Stanley, and when he was young and he was going to school, his dad had died when he was really young, and that really bothered him for a long time. And his mom was his rock. She was always praying and talking with him. But he went to school and he heard his teacher say to another teacher, "I like Charles. Do you know that little saying, 'I like Charles,' changed his life?" He still talks about it. I mean, he's gone on to be with the Lord now. But in his messages that are still played today on the air, he still talks about that. And you just saying something to a child, you are a beautiful young man. You are one of the nicest young men I know. Or whatever the Lord puts on your heart. Don't forget to pray for the children. That's what I'm saying. So enjoy your walk. Enjoy this day. Pray for our children. Pray that these generational curses will be lifted. That young man that I was telling you about who wasn't loved, he was loved, but not loved in the way that we show our children. He now changed that generational curse by loving his children, letting them know that they are loved. And he kisses them, and he is there for their games and there for everything that they do. So that generational curse was broken in his life, and it can be broken in someone else's. Pray for our children, and you will be doing what God says when he says to love the children, because he loves them. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.